Welcome to my new video. In my videos, you will not only find famous quotes and proverbs, but I will also explain their meaning. Because I wish that even after death, I can convey the explanation of these famous sayings to everyone. Please subscribe my channel to take this initiative of mine one step further. Without further delay, let the video begin. Don't confuse schooling with education. I didn't go to Harvard, but the people that work for me did. The quote means that formal education, as obtained through attending prestigious schools like Harvard, does not necessarily equate to practical knowledge or success in the real world. If you give yourself 30 days to clean your home, it will take you 30 days. But if you give yourself 3 hours, it will take 3 hours. The same applies to your goals, ambitions, and potential. The quote is essentially saying that, if you give yourself an overly generous amount of time to complete a task, it's easy to procrastinate or become less focused, ultimately taking up the entire allotted time to finish the task. In contrast, if you set a shorter, more ambitious deadline for yourself, you'll be more motivated and focused to complete the task in that shorter amount of time, ultimately achieving your goal more quickly and efficiently. You want to have a future where you're expecting things to be better, not one where you're expecting things to be worse. This quote means that it is better to approach life with a positive outlook and hope for improvement rather than constantly anticipating negative outcomes. It suggests that having a positive attitude towards the future can lead to better outcomes and a happier life, while constantly anticipating the worst can lead to anxiety and negativity. By expecting things to be better in the future, we can work towards creating a brighter future for ourselves and those around us. Great companies are built on great products. It suggests that a company's success is not just based on marketing or branding efforts, but on the quality of its products or services. By focusing on developing great products, a company can create a loyal customer base, build a strong reputation, and ultimately achieve long-term success. Good ideas are always crazy until they're not. This quote means that innovative and revolutionary ideas often seem strange, unrealistic, or impossible when they are first presented to the world. In other words, unconventional ideas may seem crazy at first, but they have the potential to change the world if given the chance. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better. Keep questioning yourself. The quote is suggesting that you should adopt a mindset of continuous improvement in everything that you do. It encourages you to constantly reflect on your actions, decisions, and strategies and to ask yourself how you could do things better. It encourages you to never settle for mediocrity and to always strive for excellence. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. This quote means that creating a successful company requires careful planning and execution, much like baking a cake requires the right ingredients in the correct proportions. Just as a poorly baked cake can be a disappointment, a company that lacks the right mix of ingredients is unlikely to succeed. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket, as long as you control what happens to that basket. This quote suggests that it can be acceptable to concentrate your resources and investments in one particular area, but only if you have complete control over that area and its outcomes. Overall, the quote suggests that it's important to take calculated risks and be responsible for the outcomes of your decisions, rather than spreading yourself too thin and not having control over your own destiny. The first step is to establish that something is possible, then probability will occur. This quote, often attributed to Elon Musk, suggests that achieving something requires first establishing its possibility. Once you have established that it is possible, the probability of actually achieving that goal increases, as you have a better understanding of what is required and the steps you need to take to get there. It suggests that, by taking the first step of establishing that something is possible, you can increase the likelihood of success. I think it is possible for ordinary people to choose to be extraordinary. This quote suggests that it is possible for anyone to become extraordinary, regardless of their background or circumstances. By making the conscious decision to pursue excellence, ordinary people can develop the skills, knowledge, and qualities needed to achieve extraordinary things. Overall, the quote suggests that anyone can choose to live an extraordinary life if they are willing to put in the effort and make the necessary choices to achieve their goals. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. The quote means that while some people may resist or feel uncomfortable with changes, it is necessary to accept and adapt to change if the alternative is catastrophic. The alternative mentioned in the quote refers to a situation where not accepting change could lead to negative consequences. If you're a co-founder or CEO, you have to do all kinds of tasks you might not want to do. If you don't do your chores, the company won't succeed. No task is too menial. This quote is emphasizing the importance of a co-founder or CEO of a company being willing to take on any task that needs to be done, regardless of how small or unimportant it may seem. The quote suggests that the CEO or co-founder must be willing to roll up their sleeves and do these tasks themselves, rather than delegating them to others, because their involvement and leadership are crucial to the success of the company. People work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning and enjoy working. This quote emphasizes the importance of providing employees with clear goals and a sense of purpose in their work, which can lead to increased motivation and job satisfaction. When employees understand what they are working towards and why their work is important, they are more likely to feel a sense of fulfillment and purpose in their job. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. This quote, often attributed to SpaceX and Tesla CEO Elon Musk, means that if something is truly important to you, you should pursue it even if the chances of success are not high. It is a statement about the power of determination and the willingness to take risks in order to achieve something that you believe is important. Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. The quote, attributed to Elon Musk, suggests that failure is not only a possibility, but also an important part of the innovation process. The quote encourages individuals and organizations to embrace failure as a natural part of the innovation process, and to be willing to take risks in order to achieve breakthroughs and make progress. It highlights the importance of persistence, experimentation, and a willingness to learn from mistakes in order to achieve innovation and success. I think it's very important to have a feedback loop where you're constantly thinking about what you've done and how you could be doing it better. This quote emphasizes the importance of continuously evaluating your actions and reflecting on how you can improve them. Overall, the quote is about the importance of taking a proactive approach to self-improvement and learning from your experiences to continually enhance your skills, knowledge, and performance. The path to the CEO's office should not be through the CFO's office, and it should not be through the marketing department. It needs to be through engineering and design. This quote suggests that in order for a company to be successful, the path to the top leadership position, that is the CEO's office, should not be dominated by individuals from finance or marketing departments. Finance and marketing are certainly important aspects of running a successful company, but the quote implies that those departments should not be the primary driving forces behind a company's strategic direction and product development. My motivation for all my companies has been to be involved in something that I thought would have a significant impact on the world. This quote means that the person's motivation for starting and running their companies was driven by a desire to create something that would make a significant positive impact on the world. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things done. This quote, spoken by Elon Musk, suggests that he is not interested in creating companies just for the sake of doing so, or for the prestige that comes with being a business owner. Overall, the quote highlights Musk's focus on achieving results, and his belief that entrepreneurship can be a powerful tool for driving progress and innovation. Persistence is very important. You should not give up unless you are forced to give up. This quote suggests that persistence is a key factor in achieving success or reaching one's goals. It emphasizes that giving up should not be an option unless it is absolutely necessary or unavoidable. In other words, the quote is encouraging people to keep trying and pushing forward even in the face of challenges or obstacles. It acknowledges that setbacks and failures may occur, but they should not be a reason to abandon one's efforts altogether. Instead, one should persevere and continue working towards their objectives until circumstances beyond their control force them to stop. Any product that needs a manual to work is broken. This quote implies that a well-designed product should be intuitive and easy to use, without the need for a manual or extensive instructions. If a user requires a manual to understand how to use a product, it suggests that the product is overly complicated, confusing, or poorly designed. I don't spend my time pontificating about high-concept things. I spend my time solving engineering and manufacturing problems. In this quote, Musk is essentially saying that he doesn't waste time discussing abstract or theoretical concepts that have no practical application. This quote reflects Musk's pragmatic approach to problem solving and his emphasis on results-driven action over theoretical speculation. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. The quote implies that our thoughts and expectations about the future have a significant impact on our mood and outlook. If we wake up with a positive attitude, believing that things will get better and have a hopeful outlook, then the day ahead will feel bright and optimistic. Take risks now and do something bold. You won't regret it. You won't regret it means that in life, it is essential to take risks and step out of your comfort zone. It encourages you to be adventurous and daring in your choices, even if they may seem risky or uncertain. Overall, the quote encourages you to embrace uncertainty and seize opportunities to explore new possibilities and take bold actions in your life. If the rules are such that you can't make progress, then you have to fight the rules. The quote means that if the current rules, laws, or regulations are hindering progress or preventing someone from achieving their goals, then they should take action to challenge or change those rules. It implies that progress and positive change often require pushing against the status quo and challenging existing rules and norms. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe the channel, stay motivated, share with your friends, and motivate others.